Hello there everybody, welcome to the Entertainment Headquarters, your headquarters where we talk all things entertainment, movies, television, news, reviews and more. And right now I would like to do a trailer reaction for you all, and it is for the latest film by David Ayer. With David Ayer, for me, he's always been a 50-50 director. I either enjoy his movies or I don't. Two examples, his version of the Suicide Squad that came out in, I can't remember the actual year, but it came out and it was part of the DC Extended Universe. It had Will Smith in the cast. For me, I love those characters. I love the Suicide Squad characters, but the story was a bit disappointing, and overall the film was disappointing. Then we have a few years later a second Suicide Squad film that delivered. It had humour, it had action, and it was an overall fun film. Then we have a film that for me stands out and is without a doubt probably his best film, and that is Fury, with Brad Pitt. Great story, great characters, tank on tank action, probably one of the best modern war films made today, and that's what I'm hoping from the next outing from David Ayer. The Beekeeper. So all I know about The Beekeeper is it is a revenge flick of some sorts, and it's starring Jason Statham. Jason Statham, as we know, is on a high right now. He seems to be the go-to guy for all these big modern action flicks, franchises. He has Fast and the Furious under his belt. He has The Meg under his belt. I quite like his earlier work, like the Crank series and the Mechanic series. I believe they are really entertaining. I also liked The Wrath of Man. The Wrath of Man was what made me notice him more. It was really enjoyable. I do recommend it if you haven't seen it. But yes, Jason Statham is on a high right now, and I believe, in my opinion, if he's given the right material to work with, he delivers. There are some films where, but I don't blame him. I believe whatever he's given to work with. For example, The Meg. The Meg is doing well, The Meg 2's doing well, but quite frankly, they're not for me. They've been a bit of a disappointment as well. I'd rather watch The Expendables. The Expendables, you get what's written on the tin. Another amazing franchise he's a part of. A mixture of legendary action stars from the past mixed in with modern, newer stars that are up and coming. And Jason Statham, he's always fun to watch in those as well. I'm hearing the fourth one isn't faring as well, but I'm hearing it's not down to Jason Statham, which is going back to my point of, if you're given the right material, the right story, and given the opportunity to deliver in the action, then it works for him. Also a part of the cast is Jeremy Irons. Jeremy Irons for me is a great actor, a veteran actor. We'll always remember him as the voice of Scar in the animated The Lion King. Much better than this live action remake crap that Disney are prone to doing right now. I also remember him from a film that not many people might know, but it's a guilty pleasure of mine. It's not amazing, but I love it. The Three Musketeers that came out a few years ago. I don't know why I like it, but I do like it. It's a fun flick for me. And of course, most recently we know Jeremy Irons as Alfred the Butler in the Justice League films, and obviously Batman vs Superman, part of the Zack Snyder Snyderverse. He did a decent job in those. Thought he worked well against Ben Affleck's Batman. Amazing. So that's just a little bit about the actors that I know of and the director of this movie. Like I say, this is a revenge flick of some sorts. So let's check out The Beehive. Sorry, The Beekeeper.
Everyone, need your attention, please. I'm gonna burn this place to the ground.
Oh, starting now.
You're a blessing, Mr. Clay. This place was crabgrass and weeds, and you brought it back to life.
Mrs. Parker and I were friends. She was like family. She was the only person who ever took care of me.
I just got a message saying that there's a problem with my computer.
Yes, ma'am, we got this.
Yesterday, she shot herself.
This is private property.
Do you know what they do here? Scamming the weakest in our society.
Buddy, I'm counting to 3.
1, 2, 3. There, I did it for you. I'm gonna burn this place to the ground.
Will you stomp his ass out?
You're telling me one man did this. The only thing you know is he's a beekeeper.
A beekeeper, a beekeeper? Well, that's not good.
Beekeepers is a special program outside the chain of command.
I protect the hive. When the system is out of balance, I correct it.
We have laws for these things.
Until they fail, then you have me.
My fingers, he cut him off. Oh, what the fuck, bro?
Don't move.
Holy shit.
This is much bigger than a little phishing scam.
The money's going all over the world. To people in finance, even government.
You are a problem. Goddamn right, I'm a problem.
No way he's coming there straight through the back entrance.
I figured I'd give the firefighters a break.
Somebody detain this guy. Ah!
We have to kill him before he kills his way to the top.
Honey?
It's flammable as fuck. Oh no.
Oh shit. Okay. Yep. That is definitely something I am very interested in. As I said before, given the right material, given the right story, given, the opportunity to, crank the actions up, Jason Statham can deliver, and this looks like he's gonna 100% give what we want. It could also potentially be a new franchise starter for Jason Statham. I'm loving the idea of his character simply being a man that is living a quiet life, with this lady who's, I do recognise, the actress. I just can't remember her name, and I have seen her in a number of other movies. It will come to me eventually, but the idea that he is living with this lady, looking after this lady, grown some land that's never been able to produce anything, and she's clearly given him a shot, and then she decides to end her life after being conned, tricked out of her, looks like savings or some financial situation by this horrible corporation. And that's when the fun starts, and that is he's basically going to go on the warpath in revenge or death. And I'm loving that idea, but then I'm loving the idea that he's more than just a beekeeper, he's actually a beekeeper agent. This spells John Wick 100% all over it. You can tell this has a plot. Some of the plot ideas are taken from that 100%. Same with I would say James Bond, the 007 agents. It's a mixture of the two put together, and clearly it looks like it's going to work. John Wick, he was, a retired assassin who withheld the Assassin's Code. It seems that Jason Statham characters are part of this unauthorized agency known as the Beekeepers that follows his own rules and does whatever he needs to do to bring justice, and I'm liking that idea. That poor young man on the bridge that got his arse dragged out. Wow. But he probably deserved it because he's a bad guy. Seeing Jeremy Irons as the leader of this, obviously, organisation, it fits the bill for him. I've seen him play villains in the past, and he's always been kind of the cold, smooth, calculating, intelligent kind of villain, and he always is able to deliver in those roles, so I have high hopes for him as well. David Ayer is potentially on another winner here. These are the kind of films I think he needs to stick to making. He did wonders with Fury. I think this is going to go along the lines of that in terms of the action. The characters he's developed are clearly interesting characters that we'll want to see through to the end. And I don't know if anybody else has noticed, with any sort of modern action movie, there always seems to be a neon light fight sequence, whether it's in a nightclub, a bar, a hotel lobby, or office space. There seems to be the go-to thing right now of having a fight sequence take place in a neon light setting. And it does work, but it seems to be more common and going to be the thing that all these directors turn to. It kind of gives it a futuristic feel to it. Hell, they did it in Godzilla vs. Kong. The two titans fighting in neon lit up Tokyo, or China. But it's the go-to thing. But yes, The Beekeeper is coming out on January the 12th. I thoroughly enjoyed the trailer, but trailers can be misleading. Trailers can show you what you want to see, but it all depends once you've got your butts in them seats. And I'm hoping this one, fingers crossed for David Ayer, for Jason Statham, it's another winner. And I've got a good feeling that it's going to be. Keep on enjoying movies, keep on enjoying good TV, keep on enjoying all things entertainment. Until then, I'll see you at the next one.